What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny. Back here with one more reaction video, ladies and gentlemen. And today I got one of my friends coming to the channel, Senator Sen.Hawley. We've worked together on some school choice stuff here in Missouri. And he's recently going viral for getting into a debate with a professor out of UC Berkeley, I believe, talking about if men can get pregnant or not. And these new college professors are different, but I'm going to just play the video and you leave your comments below, man.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thanks to all of the witnesses for being here. I want to visit with you, Ms. Metsky, but before I do, I just want to clear one thing up. Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh. Whoa. So I can be a part of the women's rights movement and the trans rights movement? Is that what I'm hearing from this professor? Like, what if you're biracial? Are you oppressed and oppressor? If we can be a part of multiple movements now, you see how like comical this is starting to become? Like right now I can sit here making this video and say, yeah, you see a black man on camera, but I identify as a liberal white woman. All right, cool.
So your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing them.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide.
Yeah, that's a mental health problem, bro. I was raised, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. And if you're sitting here saying, asking a question, if a man can get pregnant would make 1 in 5 trans individuals take their own spirit from their body, then it's a lot deeper than the words coming out of Sen.Hawley's mouth. I think you know that, Miss College Professor. You're smart enough and intellectual enough to know that before you act out the thought of deleting yourself, that's a seed that's been sitting in your subconscious mind for a while. Maybe you need to go talk to somebody. Or you could just go to a therapist and they can give you some more pills and then you'll suppress your emotions and then you'll be one of those 1 in 5.
So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist.
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So
pregnant.
you are denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to my...
Yeah, come on, cuz. I'm not even saying that you can't put on a set of boobs, go to Dr. Miami and get a nice butt. You can't put a uterus inside of a man. No matter what a woman does, she can't start producing semen. Let's stop playing mind games. You're a college professor. You know what's inside of your body can never be inside of mine. There is no amount of money that can make us switch insides.
Violence. Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you?
Absolutely.
Or are they also treated like this? Where
No,
they're told that they're opening up people to violence?
We have a good time in my class. You should join.
I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot just in this exchange.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary.
Yep.
Ms. Metsky, let me ask you something. So you provide health care to women free of charge, right? Is that right?
Absolutely.
You've done this for many years.
Yep.
You have licensed medical professionals at your pregnancy care centers. Is that right?
That is correct.
What are some of the resources that you provide for women who come to you in a time of need?
So,
just give us you talked about it in your written testimony, but just give us a sense of it.
So we have 3 OBGYN doctors, 5 registered nurses, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, phlebotomists, medical assistants, and we provide prenatal care, OBGYN care. We provide pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, well woman visits, breast.
And if you're trying to tell me that I'm trying to make sure I get the right sex. So if it's a trans woman, if a man going into a woman, that's a trans woman. Okay, got it. You're trying to tell me that a trans woman needs to go to an OGBYN, whatever they say it is? Is that what you're trying to convince me? Is it trans women need pap smears? Are you trying to convince me that trans men have to go to the doctor and they say, call for me? Or is that what you're trying to convince me right now? This is some 1984 2 + 2 is 5 type stuff. And it's scary that the college professors are pushing this indoctrination on kids. Before you're 25, your brain is not fully developed, so you're going to take a lot of stuff in, and you're going to think it's true. My son just the other day, he's 4, he was like, Daddy, I just ate a watermelon seed. Is a watermelon going to start growing in my belly? And I said, no, son, but I was told that when I was a kid too. We all are taught things when we're a child. And then as you grow older, you realize it's not true. However, in today's society, parents aren't letting go of their childish ways. If you would have asked me at 7, Johnny, what you want to be? I probably would have said the white Power Ranger. The red Power Ranger was pretty dope, but the white costume had the gold trim on there, if you remember, and it looked really crispy. Might want to be Spider-Man. So now that we got people really living out their childhood fantasies, aka D Wade, I used to sneak in the closet and wear high heels. Just be true to who you are, but you ain't got to start pushing this on kids. And the masses of adults, they know that this is full out indoctrination. But this is in Cali, that's Commeyville. But shout out to my guy Josh Hawley for doing this thing and making Missouri look good. I know he upsets the masses a lot, but he's a good people. He's one of the few Republican politicians that I say I've sat down and had a conversation with. Went out to lunch, all that good stuff. I got his phone number. He has mine. We stay in contact, and there's some good people who get slandered by the mainstream news, but they really want what's best for the country and for their family, and they just want to be able to say it out loud without liberals going crazy. So let me know in the comments what you think about this video. Are you one of them people who say men can have babies? And if so, how does that work? Where do they come from? Where do they grow at? Because I got abs right now. And even where my ribs are at, placed on where my wife's ribs are, our bodies are different. My wife has been pregnant. She's had babies. I noticed. I felt them babies kick in her belly. I was in the labor and delivery and seeing a baby come out. I don't know how that happens to a man. But if you saying it can, let me know in the comments. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, we out. Peace.